My name is Haley Laster, and I am a sales director with Mary Kay, and I've been building my business for 4 years now. I just want to share with you my story and get your feedback on it. Always when I talk about my story, my hope and prayer is just that you learn something new about yourself or our opportunity or our company. And so, in this short little clip, you may that may help you. To think a new thought or to get a new idea. And so, when I started my business, I was a stay at home mom and I was staying at home with my then 14-month-old. And of course, now she's 5. So, I was previously a teacher and I taught preschool and kindergarten for about 5 years. And I literally quit the day that she was born to be a stay at home mom. But sometimes in life, things happen where it gets you to think a new thought or have a new perspective and on what you're doing and how you're living or just look at things again from a new light, right? And that's kind of where you ask yourself, is this where I want to be in 5 years? And that was me. That's what happened to me. Though I love being a stay-at-home mom, financially, my family was needing a second income again, and I just didn't want to leave the home. I didn't want to leave the home away from my kids, and I really didn't want to go back to teaching. And so I wanted something more. I felt like there was something more out there for me, more for me to help provide for my family, but also be able to be at home with my kids, more for me to just make a difference in someone else's life. That was kind of like the big thing for me in teaching. I really enjoyed being able to make a difference and help kids and just teach. And so it wasn't, I didn't know what that was, and I just didn't know what it was or if it was even Mary Kay until my friend introduced me to Mary Kay. And so I quickly found out that we get 50% profit potential when we sell products. And that could help me provide for my family. Plus, I was able to purchase my own products at half price. And so that's also penny saved is penny earned. I was also saving money on my own personal products. And that's great because that's when I realized that the company was so much more than just those great products. I suddenly was a part of this amazing community of women that when I got started, where number one, I had never sold anything, not retail, not a Girl Scout cookie, and so I was nervous, right? I'm honestly kind of like an introvert by nature, so like an introverted extrovert is kind of what I call myself. But number two, I had the time, but I didn't have a very supportive circle at the time. And but I started using the products, and I fell in love with the products, and with the products, I'd always tell anybody who loves the products like I do, who are currently using them, that, there's the option to open the door to the opportunity and get, if you love the products, just to open that door and see what Mary Kay could be for you. And that whether it's a fit or not long term, but you love the products, you're using the products, so open the door to take advantage of that 50% off. Okay, those savings on your own personal products, and just see what it's all about. Because see, we don't have sales quotas and we don't have requirements. So, you can place one order a year, 225 wholesale, which gets you $450 in products. And so that's kind of like a no-brainer, right? If we already love the products. I personally love to shop at Hobby Lobby for that specific reason. And so, if we're like, it's not on sale this week, I'm gonna come back next week and get it. So that's Hobby Lobby, right? But let me just also say that I want everyone to know, because so often we don't know what we don't know. And the best thing is we get our own products at half, and it's great to open the door just to see, that opportunity there. But back to the selling piece, okay? So I never felt like I sell. I never get the feeling of, I never feel or have felt like I'm selling, okay? because I simply share the products that I love with people, and they try them and then they love them. And then, they keep buying them because they love them and they find out more. Basically that's it initially. Right. And I started with the few people that I knew in my very small circle, and then greatly exponentially grew right outside of that, right outside of my super small circle. So and it's just given me honestly a little bit of experience at my own pace that felt really good, to grow my confidence. And then things started taking off. And I'll tell you that, I'll tell you about that in a second. And so, it excited me about the opportunity and what the potential earnings for that was, because I was meeting these women who were making, $500 a month extra, but then also literally hundreds of dollars a year, and then everywhere in between. And so the biggest thing that, for me, was that they were all doing that, and it was so flexible for them. They were all able to fit that into, already working a job, or having two other little ones, or having kids. And so I was able to do that. I was able to be really flexible, stay at home with my little one, one, then two. Now I have a 2 year old, a 4 year old. And I wasn't having to miss anything. I was able to work my schedule around them, still am. And I wasn't having to go by anybody else's time, or, they weren't choosing my time when I could spend with them. And so I was able to design my schedule, around, still am able to design my schedule around my kids. And, that's what I really love about our business. So our business was started by a woman for women, Mary Kay Ash herself, and it is still a family ran business. And to this day, it's family ran. Her actual grandson is our CEO now. And then her granddaughter, is part of our Mary Kay Ash Foundation that contributes to cancers affecting women, research for cancers affecting women in domestic violence shelters. So, they're still involved in those day to day operations of the company, which I think is really great. We're still privately owned, and a family business. And so I found that the culture, is encourages diversity, and it fosters an environment to allow you to be whoever you are, and however you are. I personally have grown so much as a wife, a mom, a sister, a friend, and it's the environment that has allowed me to truly, authentically, unapologetically become me. And the cars. So we have the authentic, the one you've heard about, the pink Cadillac. If you've seen it driving on the road, the company has a car cash compensation program. And, the really cool thing is I don't know if you realize, but, here's a good way to look at it. Okay, so by selling three mascaras, three lip glosses, and three satin hands a week, with 50% of those sales, it's going to give you an extra $500 a month. Um, and I think that's really, really great, because I mean, a lot of women use mascara, a lot of women use, lip gloss, and our satin hands. Oh my goodness, everybody needs to try that. And so we have a way that you can grow your business, doing what you already do. Um, and then also, there's a second way to grow your business. If you love mentoring women, if you can get excited about leadership skills and the environment, the environment that we're in, allows us to grow, as a leader while you're growing your customer base and your sales profits. And we teach you how to be able to do that and grow a team, and lead and earn that extra income, and bonuses from the company for mentoring your team, and showing them how they can build and be successful too. And as well as learning, we as leaders and sales directors, we are there to mentor you and coach you, and, what that looks like all along your way. And so it's a win-win for you and your team, right? And I've loved that from day one that I got started. And now I can also tell you that it's not about a competition. We are all collaborating and doing life together, both for the highs and the lows. I personally lost my father this last year. And so, my Mary Kay family was there for me when I was at my lowest point. And, I will forever be grateful for that, because I know that they specifically have been able to help me through my lowest point in life. And so, they're there to celebrate our wins, but they're also there to comfort us at our lows. And it's what's better than that, right? And I know it kind of sounds cliche, but I've really found that to be so true in our company. And I felt like always. Well, I always say we are in business for yourself, but you're never in business by yourself. And that's just because Mary Kay, the company, and us as mentors, we give you all the materials that you need to build a successful business, and it go at your own pace and for yourself, and do what you need to do, as you go. I always talk about how it's a walk, run, jog business, and you can do at your own pace. And I love that because when I was pregnant with my second kiddo, who's now two, I was able to work my business at my pace through the whole pregnancy. And then after he was born, in newborn stage was a little rocky for us. It was like a run and then slow down to a jog and then slow down to a walk. And I was able to still have a sustainable income and then take back off and run again. And so, because we had that support and those systems and the tools and the education and the leadership and the coaching, and the mentorship that I mentioned, it's all available to you every step of the way, whatever that degree is and whatever that looks like for you. And so, the other really great thing about Mary Kay, they produce all the marketing materials that we need, and they provide us tons of training opportunities. And that's where you can provide in within your community. My journey has been so fun, and if you can't tell, I love what I do. I'm very excited about what I do. I earned my first career car within 11 months after starting my business, and then I was driving my very first pink Cadillac within 6 months after that. And so our unit has earned 6 cars now, and we're currently working towards our second pink Cadillac. So I now have 2 kiddos. They're 2 and 5, plus a bonus daughter who's 10. And we love our pink life. We live it to the fullest. And well, to tell you, early along in my journey in growing my business, I fell in love with mentoring women and showing them how they could earn that extra commission. And that's when I decided to make this my career and this my full-time job. And so I really began to build my business just as kind of like exploring, dipping my toe in, and then it continued to be something that I never could imagine. And I'm supposed to, I didn't know I was supposed to step up into leadership, but I did, and I never looked back. And so now I'm building my business full time. And so financially, I've never looked back. It's been more than I could ever imagine, but also, you can never put a price tag on the experience. And I saw how our products could grow women's confidence, and I saw just the greater impact that the opportunity could have. And as I was training and mentoring and coaching and pouring into and doing life with these women, it was just such a beautiful experience to see. And to see how that was pouring over into families and to friends and to children and in their community, and just the greater vision that happens. So it's a super exciting thing, right? And the really exciting thing is that it's only $30 to open the door, to see. And that $30 decision can make you money, or it could give you your products at your discount, half off as a consultant. But you get a year subscription to a personal website for free with this $30. And you also get access to a credit and debit card processor. And here's the thing to think about. Like this, this last well, let's just think about this. When's the last time you spent $30 that's going to make you money? That could give you a positive impact in your life. When people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I teach women how to live their best life, because that is really the gift of this opportunity. And of course, it comes with money and cars and trips and all the other things. But really, the greatest gift that I've received from this is that opportunity. And so, think about it. If you're thinking about it, maybe you should give yourself a chance, just to see and say yes and dip your toe in. So if that's you, then reach out to your consultant. She can give you a link to get started. It's super easy online, just takes seconds, and it's only $30 to open that door, to see for you. And I know and I believe in you. And I believe that giving yourself that chance and that opportunity is something super special, and it may surprise you. So just know what's available to you. And I'm no anomaly. I am just a woman who took a chance, and just because I wanted to make a change. And so, you guys, thanks for listening. And I really greatly appreciate it. And I really greatly appreciate your feedback, because this is the first Peek into Pink video that I've made of myself. So text your consultant our secret word success. Okay. And in doing that, she is going to get you into our entry for this month's special drawing. Okay. Thank you guys. And thank you so much for listening.